with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and 2nd in black and gold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this returnable for Hines. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run with Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away from it.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Kamara trying the right side. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. A shotgun snap for Watson. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw, Watson. Finds Hines again for the completion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards. That's another Saints first down.
Carr. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson now to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw his Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the handoff. Now Carr looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
To throw is Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
He's got his target.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This is Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this 3rd quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And fights through 1 minute. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run again with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Carr now to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Here's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andrew Beck from 21 yards away.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it again with Chubb.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb.
To the 27-yard line.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Handoff comes to Chubb. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
He's got Johnson.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Carr.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Browns defense stands tall.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be